Even with Konami adding new epics once every week and sometimes even 2 times per week, there are still a lot of missed opportunities. Cards that Konami refuses to add into the game, although the community desperately wants them. In this video, I want to show you some of my top picks of cards I really want to see in eFootball. By that, I of course mean only cards of players who are already in the game, and not something like Konami getting new licenses. Before I begin, please let me know in the comments what is the card you really want to see in eFootball, and if you are enjoying this video, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. Beginning with the first one, I would love to see a new Andrea Pirlo card with specifically 2 qualities. You see, I actually really love this older card of Andrea Pirlo, which was given out to you back when eFootball 2022 launched. So back in 2021, meaning this card of Andrea Pirlo is now about 5 years old. It's crazy to think about it, but this card is very much usable even today. The funny thing is though that this card is actually better in some things than all of the new Pirlo cards that come out. The first thing new cards of Pirlo are missing is high balance. All of the new cards start with pretty low balance stats, which means that you have to use a lot of progression points to upgrade into dexterity to give new Pirlo cards high balance. While the old card actually starts with a relatively high balance stat right away. The second thing that Andrea Pirlo's new cards are missing is the fact that if you have a position booster, you can give this card of Andrea Pirlo the AMF position. And I think a lot of you guys know this, but upgrading this card as an AMF makes him really good. You can see that eFootball Hub considers him a 105 rated player at the AMF position. On new cards of Andrea Pirlo, you are unfortunately unable to give him the AMF position. That's exactly why I want a new Andrea Pirlo card to have high balance and the AMF position. And that would be personally my probably favorite card that I would spend any money to get. Another card of a player I really want to see in the game is of course Messi. If you look at the playstyles of all of Messi's cards, you'll see that they are actually most of the time about the same. There is either creative playmaker, prolific winger, or deep lying forward. We have never actually seen a Messi card with the Goal Poacher playstyle. So just imagine a Goal Poacher Messi with phenomenal finishing and maybe another skill like magnetic feet or momentum dribbling. That would definitely be the dream card for many players, including me. And I think that's probably the reason why it hasn't been added yet. It's probably a bit too overpowered. So for now, we just have to dream about it, but I think eventually it might actually get added. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? What version of Messi resembles the Goal Poacher playstyle the most? At what age did he play like a goal poacher? There's actually another playstyle I think a lot of players would love to see Messi with, and that is of course whole player. Now Messi has actually had a single card with that playstyle, but it was a old Team of the Week card. So that one would also be pretty cool. But then there is another thing which only a single card of Messi previously had, which is very high weak foot accuracy. The only card that has ever had that before is of course the 2015 Messi Big Time, and I'm not too sure if we will ever see that ever again on a Messi card. It would be specifically really cool if Messi had very high weak foot accuracy on a card on which he also had Blitz Curler, since that would mean he would be able to shoot using Blitz Curler from both his feet. When I talked about Pirlo before, I already talked about the switch from PES 2021 to eFootball 2022, and I don't know if some of you guys remember, but back then Vieira was actually really amazing. Don't get me wrong, he's still very good now, but the problem is he only has a single card with the Anchorman playstyle. And that card of his is already 2 years old. It's very obvious that Konami just don't want to release another broken player into the game. But if eventually a Anchorman Vieira does get added into the game, then what skills would you give him? Because there's actually a lot of options. You can give him long reach tackle, fortress, shadow hunt, or maybe even aerial fort. Or how about this? We give him all of those because it's Prime Vieira. The last card I have chosen for this video is Diego Maradona. And the thing about him, I don't even care what playstyle he gets, what skills he gets. I just want any new card of him. You see, the last time we actually got a new card of him was back in 2024. It is pretty obvious that this has something to do with some licensing problems Konami has, or I guess a contract dispute. But at the same time, it's very weird that he is still in the game. So they still have the rights to have him in the game, but they just don't make any new cards. It's very weird. Whatever the problem is that they have, I really wish they fix it soon, because I think all cards of his that we have in the game are amazing. Specifically his player model, but even the free card of Maradona that we got is probably one of the best free cards up to this day. Okay, although I did tell you that Maradona was going to be the last player on my list today, while talking about him and saying that he hasn't gotten a card in years, I actually remembered another player that is in a very similar position, Campbell. This guy was one of my favorite defenders back in PES 2021. That's when I got him for free, and the unfortunate truth is that since then he actually hasn't gotten a new card, since the cards that we have in-game right now are just the ones that we got when the game rebranded from PES to eFootball. So I would love to see a card of his with aerial fort and maybe long reach tackle. Or maybe, you know, he would get a new skill, something related to his like aggression and physicality. Because back then, I remember he was just crazy rushing down players and just pushing them away. So like just imagine some kind of new skill that would be called like Tiger Rush or Lion Jump. Which would increase the aggression, physicality, and maybe even speed when running towards a player who has the ball. I think that's a pretty cool idea. And with that, we have reached the end of my list. So please let me know in the comments what kind of cards do you want to see. And I really hope I could entertain you. So please leave a like and maybe subscribe. Peace out and see you next video.